Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Again, second video dropping today. Knock up like button, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video as well. These are free and easy ways to support the channel. Quickly, I want to make an apology for the video that I did earlier. In the video that I did with Greg Lay's transfer, I misspoke by saying that Morecambe won the English fourth tier last season. What I really meant to say was that Morecambe won the playoffs of the English fourth tier last season. So I just want to apologize for that. We're doing, sometimes you guys don't see it, but sometimes some videos are easier to make than others, and some videos you guys see us sitting here in the chair, but you guys don't see all of the things that we're doing behind the scenes while recording the video and while speaking. So, from time to time, we will misspeak, and sometimes you don't even pick it up until long after you have even published the video. So, again, just want to apologize for that particular misstatement. All right, guys. We're talking another reggae boy who has made a transfer move, ladies and gentlemen. Another reggae boy has made a transfer move. The reggae boys transfers are coming very early in the transfer window, and that's kind of good to see. This was a player that was heavily linked with a move away from his current club, Bristol City, in the January transfer, the winter transfer window. I mean, it looked done and dusted that he was supposed to move to another club in the championship. I don't know what happened. It fell through. I think I remember what happened in it. I think I remember hearing what happened. But I don't remember that off the top of my head right now. But it fell through. And, we're here. Reggae boy Kasey Palmer, he has only ever played one game for the Reggae Boys, guys. Only one game Kasey Palmer has ever played for the Reggae Boys, but he's still a Reggae boy nonetheless. So guys, Reggae boy Kasey Palmer has signed for Coventry City, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Coventry City in the English League Championship. And many of you know that he was at Bristol City this particular season, and to say it never worked out too well for him at Bristol City would be an understatement, right? The player struggled to get game time this season at Bristol City. I remember last season, his manager at Bristol City last season basically publicly chastised him, I should say, for his work ethic on the pitch or the lack thereof. Right. I don't remember if it was the same manager that he has at Bristol this season that he would have had last season, but I know that there have been some issues with this particular player's work ethic, or accusations that his work ethic is not where it should be. But nevertheless, a very good player, ladies and gentlemen, a player that I have a lot of time for. A player who has very good technical ability on the ball, and I personally was very impressed with his his debut performance for the Reggae Boys. Right? I think he's a player that can still add a lot to the Jamaica Reggae Boys setup. All right, so we're going to get into the article now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into the article. This is on the Coventry City website. Transfer. Coventry City signed Kasey Palmer. The 25-year-old midfielder has agreed to join from Bristol City for an undisclosed fee subject to EFL approval. Kasey has agreed a 3-year contract with the Sky Blues. Palmer came through the ranks at Chelsea, enjoying loan spells away from Stamford Bridge in the Championship and then the Premier League with Huddersfield Town between 2016 and 2017. After winning the Championship playoff final with the Terriers, he would then feature in the Championship again for Derby County Blackburn Rovers and then City. He would make the move to Ashton Gate a permanent one in 2019, also having a loan at Swansea City during the first half of the last season. In total so far, his career has seen Kasey Palmer make 155 appearances and scoring 18 goals. He has also been capped by England up to the U21 level, being part of the side which won the Toulon tournament in 2016 and has played one game for the Jamaica national side. Manager Mark Robbins said, "We are delighted to welcome Kasey Palmer to Coventry City. He is a player with great technical and creative ability who we are excited to be working with. Kasey will add further quality to our squad and brings much experience at this level too. I hope Kasey Palmer gets game time at this particular club." I would imagine that is the reason why he is making this particular move. It would only make sense. I think he made only 6 appearances last season for Bristol City. So last season was very, very tough for this particular player. And I would imagine common sense would tell me it must include in his contract that he must get a certain amount of game time. You know, as I said, this is a player that can add a lot to the Jamaican midfield, I believe. Rumors circulating that the player was not impressed with what took place on the Japan tour. If you notice, he was the only reggae boy who went back and did not return on that particular tour when the whole scandal with the PCR test would have emerged, and it was another embarrassing debacle on the international stage from the federation, and of course the federation with a lot of excuses. So I don't know if this is a player who wants to come back in and, you know, because he's not playing, he's not being given the chance. I don't know, but I personally would love to see this player back in the setup. I think he did very well on his debut appearance for the Reggae Boyz. I want to share something else with you guys as well as it pertains to this particular move. You see it on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen. First words, Kasey Palmer, the midfielder, gave his first interview after joining the club. The Sky Blues' first summer signing, Kasey Palmer, told how he was buzzing to finally get his move to Coventry completed. The midfielder has agreed to a 3-year deal with the Sky Blues, completing his move from Ashton Gate earlier today. Palmer told how a chat with the manager and Adi Viviash cemented his thoughts that a move to Coventry was the right one for him. "I'm buzzing to get it over the line," Palmer said. "Since the first time I spoke with the manager and spoke with my old coach Adi, I have been keen to get it done and get here. I pretty much knew from doing my research, and after speaking to him, he confirmed the style of play and how much I would be involved and be a part of his plans." Interesting. That is good news to hear for Kasey Palmer. By the way, in his one appearance for the Reggae Boyz against the US in that dreadful game again in Austria, his work ethic seemed to be very fine to me. You know, he put in a lot of work on the pitch in that game. You know, his work ethic seemed to have been good to me. He goes on to say the manager wants to play good football, play out from the back and play through the thirds with the number 10 getting in the pockets. Interesting. So again, another reggae boy making a move because of the style of play that he would have approved of taking place at his new club. He goes on to say, and by the way guys, it is on your screen for those of you who might be listening and not watching. Both articles are on the screen, the one previously and this one I'm reading right now. So it was just the icing on the cake when I met him, but I did quite a lot of research after playing against the club and doing due diligence to get to this point, so I knew quite a lot. Having mentioned this old coach, Adi Viviash, sorry if I got that pronunciation wrong, Palmer revealed how there are several familiar faces within the side and that they played their role in his move to the club. Adi is massive. From my development at Chelsea, he played a big role and he knows what I can do and I know what he demands from me. So I feel like that's important for me taking this step, and he was a big factor in me coming here. I've spoke to 3 or 4 of the lads about coming, and they have told me stuff about the club and how it will suit me, and it's all been positive from what I've heard from the players that are here, and I'm just delighted to be here and can't wait to get going. Now with the first day of pre-season on the horizon, Kasey is looking forward to getting back out on the grass and meeting his new teammates following a summer break. I am refreshed. I had a nice break and a busy summer, and I've just been keen to get going and put on the shirt at the Coventry Building Society Arena. It's a nervous wait because I've known the move was going to happen for a while, and I've been on holiday waiting, and now I just want to get going. I have to get the preseason runs out the way and get going with the main season, which I think will come quickly, and hopefully we can have a good one. So that is Kasey Palmer, ladies and gentlemen, speaking in his first interview with Coventry, right, and speaking about how eager he was to make this move and the fact that he made the move because he was comfortable with the playing style of the club, right? So I sincerely wish Kasey Palmer all the best at his new club, and hopefully he can get far more game time this season than he would have last season. He deserves this. He deserves it. Technically, he is a very good player, a very sound player, and especially in the midfield for the Reggae Boyz, we have had our challenges, right? We need our midfielders to be getting game time at their respective clubs. Tyreek McGee is another one we want to see playing as well. So especially in a department that we are weak in, we need to see our Reggae Boyz like Palmer coming back into the fold and getting game time and being match sharp for his club. Coventry City play in a 32,000 seater stadium, and it is called the Coventry Building Society Arena. You see pictures of it on your screen here, right? Prestigious club, good club. And you see another picture on your screen here. We're just showing some pictures of the stadium that Coventry City play in. So that's the Coventry Building Society Arena with a capacity of 32,000. Right? One more thing I want to share with you guys before we get out of here. I want to show you guys the table. Take this off the screen. There you go. Coventry would have finished 12th in the 24 team standing in the championship. There was a point in time where they were flying and in contention to get to the at least to the playoffs. But you know, things clearly didn't go according to plan and they finished 12th. Yeah, and things kind of, to a certain extent, kind of fell off the rails a bit. Coventry finished 12th on 64 points. The club that Kasey Palmer is moving from, Bristol City, they finished in 17th on 55 points. What's that? 9 points behind Coventry the club finished, and Coventry finished on 64 points. That is 11 points behind Reggae Boy Amari Bell's Luton Town, who grabbed that final playoff spot. Interesting that he is moving from a club that he would have benched at, that finished lower in the table, and going to a club that is higher in the table, that he clearly is hoping to get game time, right? And One final thing before we get out of here. Kasey Palmer is a player that would have made an appearance and would have represented England at every youth level imaginable. Right up to the U21s, he would have made appearances for England. So a quality player that came through the Chelsea ranks. So guys, that's my 2 cents. Wishing Reggae Boy Kasey Palmer all the best. Hopefully he gets a lot of game time this particular season and his season can be much better than it was last season. So guys, smash like button, subscribe to the channel as well, share the video as well. These are free and easy ways to support, and until next time.